Whose is this?
That's an extra one.
Is this an extra one?
No, that's mine.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is all about Christmas and Christmas gifting. So there's this video that was staged, but the person who put out the video was trying to remind men to remember to fill in the Christmas stockings of their spouse. Now in my own house we didn't do anything like Christmas stocking, but they were gifts to be given. But apparently in the US, I think there is a tradition where you hang up stockings and then there are some mini gifts that are put in the stockings. So everybody in the family has a stocking and then it's supposed to be filled, I think Christmas Eve night and then Christmas morning, along with the other gifts. Everybody opens their gifts and the gifts in the stockings. Now this woman put up this video.
Well, girls, you've got stuff filling your stockings. There's my stocking over there. It's your stocking. Golden got a stocking.
Dad.
Whose is this?
That's an extra one.
Is this an extra one?
No, that's mine.
Why is it empty?
I don't know. Santa didn't come for me.
So that's just a clip of the video where she did not see she did not see any gift. The husband was like, "Oh, is this an extra stocking?" And she says, "No, it's ours." And it's like, "Why is it empty?" And this video, that clip, went kind of viral, and someone, a child, a teenager, actually realized from the video that it's like his mother has been the one filling her own stocking, not his father. So this video went viral and got people talking. So here are some people's reaction to the fact that mothers actually fill their own stockings as well as fill the stockings of their spouse and children.
Is this an extra one?
No, that's mine.
Although this video is staged, this does represent a lot of moms, especially around the holidays. If this is something that bothers you, I would recommend communicating that this is important to you and you'd really like if he puts effort towards filling your stocking or getting a nice gift. But don't feel obligated to make it a thing if it's not a thing that you genuinely care about. Like me personally, I don't care about that shit. But I do care that my husband puts effort into getting me a gift of something that I like. And the one time he got me something I didn't like, I communicated, and he's been doing a good job ever since. I think it becomes a problem after you've communicated something is important to you, and then they decide the ball is in their court, and they decide that they're not going to make effort. And another thing, if you do find that you're overworking yourself when it comes to the holidays and doing everything by yourself, and it really is too much, ask for help. Or don't do it at all. You're not obligated to get gifts for everybody in his family or even everybody in your family that's extended. The world will not stop if you don't go above and beyond for Christmas for every single person, especially when nobody's doing it for you.
I've ended up on a side of TikTok where everybody is coming to the realization that their mom filled her own Christmas stocking, or if she didn't fill her own Christmas stocking, there was never anything in it. And let me tell you, you can fix it. You can fix it. Me and my dad made that mistake once. I don't remember the circumstances of this particular Christmas because I was pretty young. I was too young to be like a contributing gift giver, but also our family had gone through some weird stuff, so I don't know if my dad had dropped the ball in the past or if this was a one-time thing, but it was so mortifying that it never happened again. I sat there on Christmas morning and me and my dad opened our stockings and then we looked at each other and we realized that there was nothing in Mom's. There was nothing in Mom's. Not only that, Mom only had like one Christmas gift under the tree. It was horrible. But do you know how we fixed it? To this day, guess who always has the most stuff in their stocking? Mom. Guess who always has the most presents under the tree? It doesn't matter now that I have 3 kids. It don't matter. Mom is going to have the most presents under the tree because that experience was so mortifying to realize that we had forgotten about Mom. And here's the other thing. When you have a little bit of human decency and you realize these things, you try to fix them because we all make mistakes. You don't make mistakes for 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 years in a row unless you're an asshole.
So this is actually so sad. I saw this article shared a lot that's titled, "A teen boy just found out who really filled his mom's stocking each year." And spoiler alert, it wasn't his dad. And then he posted this video, obviously looking very, upset, and basically saying, I never believed in Santa, but I did believe in my father. And what he had discovered was that his dad was not filling and had never filled his mom's stocking on Christmas Day. And that every single year when they would all go downstairs and his mom's stocking was stuffed, it was because she would stuff it herself. She would go out, she would get all the little presents for the kids, she would fill their stockings, she would fill her husband's stocking, so he had a full stocking, and then to keep the magic, and because she knew her husband was never gonna do it, she would then fill her own stocking, so that everyone got to experience the magic. And this is genuinely so sad. One, it's so sad for the woman who obviously has to endure a husband who doesn't give a shit and puts in zero effort, but it's also really sad for that boy who he looked up to and took example from on how to treat women, believing that these actions were his and not his mom's. And it turns out his dad never cared enough about his mom to do that.
I'm gonna get hate for this one, but it has to be said. There's a video circulating around a mom's Christmas stocking was empty and her husband was like, "Why is there nothing in your stocking?" And she was like, "I guess Santa didn't get me anything." And women are so livid. But ladies, if you want something in your stocking, if that's something that is important to you, speak up. I'm sorry, I think it's ridiculous that we just expect these men whose brains are wired completely different from us to just know this. And I used to be like that. I used to get really upset if I had to ask my husband to love me in my love language, but that love language is foreign to him. And communication is key in a healthy and realistic relationship. For my husband, pursuing me may look like taking the kids in the morning so that I can sleep in, and he's putting his energy towards that, not thinking about a Christmas stocking. But if my love language is gifts, and that is something that I want, that is something I need to speak up and say. Speak up, ladies. Just speak up.
This is the best example of narcissistic abuse. In a narcissistic relationship, you have to settle for not even the bare minimum. This kid just found out that his mother used to fill her own stockings, and he thought his father used to do it. But now it has been beyond soul-shattering for him to know that his mother got nothing in the relationship. She had to settle, and the father was totally absent. I have been there myself, and it's beyond painful to realize this. A time comes in a narcissistic relationship when they don't even care. They don't care what's going on with you. They don't care about their responsibilities, what they're expected to do, and how they have to be there for you. They just leave you for the wolves. And a point comes where you become your own soothing hand. You give yourself those hugs you should be getting from them.
This teenager just realized that his mother has filled her own Christmas stocking and bought her own Christmas gifts every single year. He's kind of coming to grips with the idea of a mother's invisible labor, and he's disappointed that his father wasn't always the one that was doing it. Recently, a video went viral with a mom getting nothing in her stocking, and she said, and I quote, "I guess Santa must have forgot me." But everybody had a stocking. The husband, the children, even the dog had a stocking. But nobody thought enough of her to make sure that her stocking was filled. The comment section is so sad because you have all of these other kids that are like, yeah, my mom was the one who did it. I realized that my mom was the one who was doing it. She was signing my dad's name on our gifts and signing our dad's name on our birthday cards and everything, that my mom has always been the one. One girl said in the comment section when her mother passed away and there was nothing going on for Christmas, that's when she realized exactly how much her mother was doing. For some reason, a woman's labor is always invisible. And it's sad that we feel the need to give some of these men credit for being better fathers than they are and that they want to be. Not even just a father, but even as a mate, as a partner. Why is it that you can't even think about her on that day? To give her something special on that day so that she's thought of on that day. And the reason why the moms are filling their own stockings, because they've always filled their own cup. Whether it's a stocking or a cup, she's always filled it herself. Nobody else has ever thought to pour into her. 9 times out of 10, if your childhood Christmases were magical, it's because your mom made sure it was that way. Yesterday, I had a video go viral where I was talking about a young boy who was sharing his story about how disappointed he was in his father that his mother was filling her own stocking for years. And I talked about how sometimes a woman's labor is invisible and how some women fill their own stocking because Almost like metaphorically, she's always filled her own cup anyway. And I was wondering why the men were noticeably absent in my comment section. But the few birds that I did see chirping were saying like, I bet that man is the one that pays all the bills. I bet that man is the one that's being a provider. I'm sorry, aren't you a husband and a father? What irritates me about this kind of mindset is the men that try to make it seem like that 8 hours of work is more or equal to your 24/7 job as a wife and a mother. Now, don't get me wrong. I applaud the men who are providers out there who work very hard to take care of their families, but that's not your only job. Your only job is not to bring in an income. Your kids don't care nothing about how much you make. They want to know how much time they can spend with their daddy. Just like you expect your wife to act like a wife even if she's a mother, no matter how tired she is from her long day of work, she still want to connect with you physically and all that. Like, you still expect intimacy. You still expect support. You still expect your back rub. You still expect her to be fit, feminine, and flirty. Like, you still expect her to be a wife while simultaneously being a mom. Why can't you be a father while simultaneously having a job? Ask anybody who works in an assisted living facility and they'll tell you the difference between the children that come and visit the mother and the children that come and visit the father. You spend so much time strictly providing and doing nothing else because that's your wife's job. You don't even know these kids. He got your name and your face and you know nothing about Junior.
Now, some people feel like that's kind of bad, ignorant of the spouse, the male spouse, in not filling the stockings of the women of their wives, and they think it's bad behavior. Another person was like, you have to communicate with the husband, with your husband, and tell them, remind them to fill your stocking, and also tell them some of the things that you like. Like the person that first put up the stage video, that's the one where the husband first said it's like there's an extra stocking, and then she said it's her stocking. There was a follow-up video where she showed all the gifts that she received from her husband that Christmas. I believe the Christmas was last year. But she also said that he had been forgetting for 10 years. And in the follow-up video, people were still saying, he's still a bad person. He forgot for 10 years, this, that, and everything. And she ignored it because for her, it's not a deal breaker. For some women, it's not a deal breaker. They feel like, okay, when I tell him, if he does not now reciprocate, if he does not remember, that's when there's a problem. But they're like, so men are wired differently or something. Anyway, here's a video of someone teaching men how to fill the stockings of their wives. Then I'll come back to talk about what goes on in my own family, or what goes on in my own family, and what this video made me realize that I have not been doing.
Hey men, instead of pretending to be shocked when your wife says that she's done with the marriage, this year, you're gonna fill her stocking. It's much cheaper. Also, I heard from hundreds of women last year that stockings are empty or they have to fill them themselves. Does she use chapstick or lip gloss? Find out what kind, drop it in. Actually, put like 2 or 3 in. She's gonna use all of them. Hand lotion. Look at the brand on her nightstand or in the bathroom. P.S. My husband's been doing this for about 17 years without me ever asking. It's not that hard. Does she like chocolate? Get her a fancy one. Spend at least $4. Leftover Halloween candy is not okay. P.P.S. This is adaptable to any holiday or religion. Next, find a picture on your phone of your family or your wife and your kid. Because yes, you should have these on your phone, and if you don't, that's a whole other problem. Upload it to Shutterfly or Walgreens and order an ornament. You can do it the next time you're sitting on the toilet. Also, I'm not an affiliate, this is just common sense. If you don't celebrate Christmas, get a mug, keychain. Does she like coffee? Get her a gift card and stick it in there. Pay attention to what she likes. If she prefers tea, get her a fancy one like this. And a magazine that she loves. And then pick one more thing that she likes. You know her better than I do. This costs about 40 to 50 bucks and 1 trip to the store.
Okay, so I hope that video helps somebody, even children, not only husbands, to know how to fill the stockings of their mother. And now, so for me, like I said, we did not do stockings. We don't have any stocking tradition. But growing up, my mother used to give us gifts for Christmas. So she used to buy the gifts by herself. My male parent was not involved. I know that one for sure, because they would never have seen it as something that should be done. Even my birthday parties, I know that the birthday parties of milestones that we had, it was all my mother. She was like, no, she wants us to have these milestone birthdays, and I know that she put all her money into it. So for the gifts, I know that it was my mom. I remember thinking growing up, I remember one certain occasion, and my mom was like, we should sleep, that Santa Claus Father Christmas will bring our gift. So even though I woke up early, I was still scared in case I see Santa Claus dropping the gift. And then when she realized that we were awake, she now knows that we should come out and get our gifts. We did not have a Christmas tree at that time, so she just kept it at the wall in the corner, and we opened our gifts. And we used to have gifts even when she eventually said, oh, she's going to buy a Christmas tree. We don't have real Christmas tree in Nigeria. We had false artificial one, but it was nice decorating it and everything. So she got one, and she now started putting the gifts on there. So this whole video actually made me realize that I don't think I ever gave my mother a Christmas gift. And that kind of made me sad, because when we were younger, we could not give gifts, but when I was older, I could give gifts for other things. But by Christmas time, by the time we grew up, we were not doing gifts, Christmas gifts. We were not exchanging Christmas gifts like that. I know when we were younger, my mother used to make sure that we would get gifts. She also used to make sure that we'll go to a Papa amusement park. I loved going there. We will go there. There was always a TV station there. That was always, because the Christmas fair and everything was in collaboration with the TV station. So there was always a part where we would give Christmas requests, not requests, we would send Christmas greetings to people. So as the oldest among the people, that among the kids that were going, because not only me and my sibling did my mother take, she used to take some two kids from a guy from our neighbor that his wife had died a long time ago. The last two kids were our age mates, so my mother would take them. Their father would give my mother money for them and everything, so we all go. And as I was the eldest, I used to give Christmas greetings to my mom, my dad, my grandmother, and this and that. So I would be on TV, and then most times our own session or whatever would come up during Christmas Day, so watch it on TV. Anyway, so I used to love that. That was my Christmas memory. Was going to a Papa amusement park, eating cotton candy and climbing on the carousel, the horses. I was too scared to go on the bumper cars, and I am still too scared to be going on some of the rides, but it was fun. It used to be very fun. And so that was one of the Christmas memory. And then gifts that my mother would give us. But like I said, as we grew older, the gift giving kind of stopped, and so I was never able to reciprocate that, giving gifts, Christmas gifts to my mother. And another thing that I don't want this to be too heavy, but like if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that my mother died about 5 years ago, December 6th. So this December period, as it's not usually so nice for me. I've been trying since she died to make it nice, but every year it doesn't feel nice. And one of the things that it doesn't feel nice is because I see some things that I really wish that I could do, and I know that I can never ever do. So the Christmas stocking, the Christmas filling of Christmas stocking, giving gifts, doing things for my mother, I can never do. And it kind of makes everything just one kind of way, because I really was this kind of person that no matter what is going on, I'm like, okay, things will get better. I'll be able to do this. Like the amount of dreams of things that I said in my mind that I was going to do for my mother. Oh God. Only God knows, because he's the only one that knew what in my mind. There were so many things. Like I wanted to take her to Dubai, UK, so many places. I wanted to give her the best healthcare services. I wanted to take her to different places. I wanted to do things. And God said no. He said no, because it took her when I did not expect. So it's just looking at what has been going on and things that people have been saying. Yes, it might not be a big deal, but it is also a big deal for children, if you can afford it, and for even if they cannot afford it, for their husband. Give these children, somebody suggested, give your child $5 to $10. Let them go to a store, let them buy things for their mom, and then you put it in the stocking. That would be nice. I know that women, especially mothers, are always selfless, but I've realized that it's not only about taking and taking from people, that you should give back to people. So if she has been selfless, trust me, if you give back to her, even if she feels like, oh, you guys should not have done it, it's still something that she will love. I know that from my mother, sometimes she'll be like, oh, don't worry, or something. Even my grandmother, oh, don't worry. But it's still good to give back to somebody that has been giving all the time, that you've been taking from. So I hope this video will inspire some people to give back to their mothers, and let their mothers not be filling their stockings. Also give them gifts. Now give them gifts for themselves. That's the thing. For themselves. Now give them gifts to be cleaning the house, or gifts to be doing something. Give them gifts. Skincare, hair care. Look at things that she likes and give her gift based on that thing. Not give her gift for you that you would like. Give her gift based on what she likes. So if she's into skincare, try and look for things that she would like for skincare. If she's into hair care, do that. If it's perfume that she likes, if it is a robe that she has been looking at, if it's something that you see that you know that she would appreciate, give to her. Mothers are selfless most times, so please try and give back. So all in all, this is thankfully this was not so heavy for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. To all of you who have families that are having Christmas celebration, doing the pajamas thing, doing the robe thing, doing everything, I hope you enjoy your Christmas day. I hope you enjoy your Christmas celebration. If you are like me and are not at this point in time feeling the Christmas, I hope next year Christmas will be better. Hopefully, fingers crossed, praying and everything, it will get better for us. I don't know if you have any comments about the whole Christmas stocking gifting issue. Please leave it in the comment section. I would love to read your comments. Maybe that's what I'll read on Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Anyway, that's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so you're notified anytime I upload videos. With all that said, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful Christmas celebration, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.